taking over as the new owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and I've got 10 years to fill our trophy case with as much hardware as possible. My first role as owner is a new regime. I want to be very clear. This is not head coach Doug Dimmadome. This is head coach Doug Gimmadome. There's a very big difference. Coach Doug is ready to bring this Cowboys roster some Super Bowls. Our first order of business as the new owner is the NFL draft, and I can't just think for the next 3 years. I got to think for the next 10. Dak Prescott is putting his opinion in. We need help on the offensive line. I'd love to upgrade the tackle position. Dak, shut the f*** up. Okay. In the upcoming draft, the Dallas Cowboys have round 1 pick 12 and pick 20. And in this universe, Ruben Bain just went to the Dolphins. Fernando Mendoza just went to the Arizona Cardinals. And the Kansas City Chiefs got Carnell Tate. They must have traded up. My favorite selection was Jermod McCoy, but he just went to the Detroit Lions. Luckily, my next favorite player in this upcoming draft class is still on the board. Ohio State's Caleb Downs. His physicals are nuts, I have to assume. This is a hidden dev player. 6 foot 205, 21 years old, and Dallas definitely needs an upgraded defense. Oh, he's number 1 in true value. Damn. Caleb Downs is the best overall player in this entire draft class. 93 speed, 95. Wow, that's a huge start. That's not our only round 1 pick, though. I think the next most realistic option for Dallas is an edge rusher. Can you imagine how amazing Dallas would be if they had an edge rusher like Green Bay Packers Micah Parsons? A guy I really like is Keldrick Folk, 6'6" power rusher out of Auburn. He's only 20. 20 years old is crazy. He's going to progress super well. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, by the way, that is a thing in Madden. The younger you are, the faster you progress to your next overall. Speed 78, 86 XL, 82 strength hidden dev. Damn, Caleb Downs is an 82 overall. Dude, I could actually see him getting picked by the Cowboys in real life. I can also see Keldrick Folk getting picked by the Cowboys in real life. You might be watching this after the NFL draft, in fact, so let me know how this stood the test of time. Keldrick Folk is nowhere near as good out the gates, but he'll be able to get the job done. Also, that face scan, man. EA compiled a group of the 100 most inconceivable human beings to make their face scans, I think. With a 10-year rebuild coming up, it's going to be so interesting to see how these guys progress. Ruben Bain was round 1, pick 1. Mendoza's with the Cardinals. Carnell Tate with the Chiefs. We've got Arvell Reese on the Rams. Mekhi Lemon is a Jet. Jordan Tyson is a Cleveland Brown. Sonny Styles went to the Broncos. That's a crazy pickup. And here's where all the quarterbacks landed. So Carson Beck is in Chicago. Ty Simpson is with the Raiders. Kate Klubnik is on the Lions. But obviously, I'm most interested in our squad. So Dak Prescott, superstar. You know what the thing is I actually really like Dak, but in Madden, he's 33. I mean, he's probably going to retire at the end of this year. We are going to have to get a new quarterback in the next 2 years so that we can start developing them. CeeDee Lamb is still incredible. George Pickens is still incredible. So I'm not too worried about wide receivers. In free agency, the Dallas Cowboys did re-sign Javonte Williams. And the defense does look a little different because now the Dallas Cowboys have Rashawn Gary. They have Kenny Clark. They have Quinnen Williams. Donovan Ezeuruku. I think for now, Rashawn Gary's going to start, but Keldrick Folk will eventually take over that spot. Caleb Downs is a bona fide instant starter. And I think we will need to worry about corners in the future too. The first game of our first season is Sunday night primetime at the Baltimore Ravens. Our offense is pretty much unchanged, but our defense is going to look a lot different. I think an awesome goal for this season would be to get Caleb Downs Defensive Rookie of the Year. But while we're still not ready for that, if we can get Caleb Downs Offensive Rookie of the Year and then we can get ourselves a new quarterback down the line, this team could look so different in 4 seasons. For right now, though, we actually still do have a really good offense. We have 2 incredible wide receivers, and Dak is a really solid quarterback. I know people like to talk a lot of shit about Dak Prescott, but he is a solid quarterback, and he's going to find, dude, someone who I thought was so unbelievably incredible last year was Javonte Williams. When Javonte Williams was on Denver, I kind of thought that he was just going to be a more or less mediocre running back. I wasn't that impressed with him on Denver, and then he came over to Dallas, and he just went crazy. One thing I will say, for all the shit talk we do about the Dallas Cowboys, they always put together a spectacular run game. I feel like every running back who's on Dallas just has these incredible seasons. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams. That's why you keep a good O-line. I also want to worry about the O-line too. I think as we come up into free agency and as we come up into these upcoming NFL drafts, I want corner, I want quarterback, And I want offensive line. I think if we handle those few things, we are going to be in business. So far, though, Dak hasn't missed a single throw. That's 54 yards. I'm going to hand this thing off to Javonte Williams right here. 1st and 10. Williams up the gut. Got stuffed that time. Finally, a play that wasn't just an absolute heater. We're going to go levels, sale. I mean, offensively, George Pickens is only in his 4th year, and he's a 96 overall, but he does not have superstar dev, which is honestly kind of crazy. It's crazy to be that high of overall and be star dev. So I think another goal that we can have offensively is if we can get George Pickens to have a really solid season, he'll get superstar, he'll progress faster, and he'll get crazy abilities. And can I playmaker him to the... Oh my God, Dak's actually out of his mind. Defense needs my help. I want to see Caleb Downs. Where is he? Overshown, Folk, and there's Caleb Downs right up top. Keldrick Folk in there. Holy shit, Keldrick Folk. Wait, I gotta see that again. So Keldrick Folk just got subbed in at strong side linebacker, even though he's really an edge rusher, and he completely made this play. I mean, Caleb Downs got the first touch, Quinnen Williams, and then Keldrick Folk. He also pancaked someone. Could Keldrick Folk be a good... No. We're not actually gonna build a 6'6" strong side linebacker, right? That'd be crazy. Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams. Back-to-back awesome plays out of him. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. I think we send a blitz here. Let's not give Lamar any time to make something happen. 3rd and goal. Somebody's got to get home. That's exactly what we're looking for. Yes, sir. You know, it's not a stop because they're most likely going to get 3 points out of this, but I consider this a stop in my books. Tyler Loop hits the easy field goal. That's crazy. 7-3. I think CeeDee Lamb just takes him. Wow. Wow, that was airtight coverage out of the Ravens. But George Pickens, she's going to get an ugly 20. I don't know how that turned into 20 right there. We're going with the wide bunch look. Can't forget, we do have Jake Ferguson. I like Jake Ferguson. Javonte. Dude, honestly, this offense is nasty. This offense, you know, for a lot of time, this defense... Oh, my God, who's on George Pickens? Nate Wiggins. Oh my God. Could you have had what happened over there? I've never seen 20 yards of separation on all Madden. This is the game right here, boys. 4th and 5. Where's Caleb Downs? He's in the middle. He's in that sub linebacker. Dude, Caleb Downs, the Dallas Cowboy. I like this. Check it down, Lamar. Shit. That's not what I meant, Lamar. I meant check it down to the guy I was covering, not to the wide open Zay Flowers. Wait a minute. 21-18. This is still a ball game. Let me see if I can't get another one to George Pickens. Guys, I'm telling you, you know what the most lethal route is recently? Against man coverage, too, is just a curl. I don't know why, but no one can stop the curl. Just kidding. Marlon Humphrey's unk ass can stop the curl. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to get Pickens going across the middle here. This is a zone. Oh, he was wide open. It's actually a really crucial touchdown here. 21-18. I do need to get this in. Let's not predetermine. Jake Ferguson dropped. It's already a 3-point game. I could kick this field goal to make it a 6-point. I actually really like this because there's still a lot of clock left. There's the 2-minute warning and we have 3 timeouts. So this gives us a 6-point lead. Even if Lamar and the Ravens score 7, another field goal out of Aubrey, one of the deepest kickers in the league, is going to give us the win. And they've already turned the football over. Wow. They turned that thing over fast. Big mistake out of the Ravens. I'm just going to hit Javonte and get out of the danger zone. Couple really good runs out of Javonte Williams. Oh, no. Trey Hendrickson. I keep forgetting Trey Hendrickson is a Baltimore Raven. Dude, you know what's crazy? In my head, still, it's Max Crosby. Like, I never got it out of my head that they just pulled the fuck out of that. I can't believe you can just pull out like that. I've never been able to pull out my whole life. 2nd and 6. The last thing they expect is play action. The last thing they expect. Whoa. The last thing I expect is play action. Kyle Hamilton. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just made this a game again. Wow. I thought I was going to ice the game up. I had that bold play action play call. Thought CeeDee Lamb was going to separate. That was not a good ball. Shoot. A 1st and 10. Big mistake. Redeemed by our rookie. Caleb Downs just lurked Lamar. Oh my God. Yo, it's honestly not that often that you lurk the computer on all Madden because they're usually really good decision makers, especially like a 99 overall Lamar. But Caleb Downs, that is such a good vote for his Defensive Rookie of the Year campaign, icing the game up with an interception. A Sunday night primetime game to kick off our 10-year rebuild. Dak throws an amazing game. 3 touchdowns, my dumb interception. Javonte played great. Pickens, 6 receptions, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Our first season as a new owner did not live up to the hype. In classic Cowboys fashion, we were delusional after game 1 of the season, but we go on to finish with a record of 7-10. And even though we didn't win a lot of games, we did have a really good season. So Dak, 4,200 yards, 28-7. That's amazing. Javonte Williams had 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. Even though that's nice, he fumbled the ball 5 times, which is actually kind of crazy. You rarely see this many fumbles, so hopefully it's just an off season for Javonte. George Pickens was amazing. 1,100 yards and 13. CeeDee Lamb tacked on 1,105. So our wide receiver duo is nuts. Defensively, it really was a great season for Caleb Downs. 114 tackles, 3 TFLs, 1.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, 4 passes deflected. He forced a fumble. He recovered 2, and hopefully that was enough for a Defensive Rookie of the Year campaign. I was a little bit disappointed with our D-line. Like, we've got Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark. They just didn't get home as much as I thought they would. It would also lead to one of the weirdest Super Bowls I've ever seen. Green Bay Packers, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm genuinely so curious how this Raiders roster beat the Chiefs and went to the Super Bowl. Their quarterback is Malik Willis. Malik Willis, Ashton Genty, and Trey Tucker just went to the Super Bowl. There's no way that Malik Willis and the Raiders are starting a super team, right? Apparently not, because I'm seeing a highlight of Josh Jacobs extending, getting the touchdown, and winning. Wow. That was actually a miracle run out of the Raiders. But the 2026 Super Bowl goes to the Green Bay Packers. We are certainly in a rebuild era. We're back to the NFL draft where we have round 1, pick 8. And I really do feel like we kind of need to take a quarterback right now. We don't have to, but John Trey Queen, do we go for a new quarterback right now? No. I'm going to go with defense instead. I'm not ready to take a quarterback right now. I'm going Mike Denard. Ooh, A+ pick. 14 in true value. 6'1" UCLA corner, hidden dev, 90 speed, 94 excel. I said I needed a corner. Well, shit. We're all the way into the second round and John Trey Queen is still there. I really didn't think I was going to take a quarterback, but since he's still available in the round 2, hidden dev field general quarterback, I think Dak is still going to start right now, but this kid's got 80 speed, 93 throw power. Could John Trey Queen be the future of the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, he's certainly got a chance. He's a 74 overall. Mike Denard is a 78. This was a super good pickup at corner. We were pretty weak at the corner position. This guy's already a starter. 78 overall. He's only going to get better. Him and Caleb Downs, Keldrick Falk, that defense is going to get real nasty. Wow, you don't see that every day. Cortland Westerman to the Minnesota Vikings. Notre Dame has just been spitting out elite running backs recently. By the way, this guy is 55 years old. You want me to believe he's 22? Also, he's 5'10", 235 pounds elusive back. This is one of the craziest builds I've ever seen. This man was teleported in from an alternate universe. This guy's a Viltrumite. After just 1 year, the roster's looking kind of nasty. Top 5 players are George Pickens, Brandon Aubrey, CeeDee Lamb, Javonte Williams, and Quinnen Williams. Jake Ferguson's getting up there, and in the top 7 already is Caleb Downs, who is superstar X Factor. I just realized I never checked. Oh my God. Wait a minute. He's X Factor, and he did not win Defensive Rookie of the Year. That went to Sonny Styles on the Denver Broncos. Jordan Tyson won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Lucas Van Ness won Super Bowl MVP. Wow, what a season. I never looked around the whole league. You've got your classic Joe Burrow, crazy passing yards, Stafford, Mahomes, Jordan Love, and there's Dak in the top 5. Bijan went crazy, 1,716. Also, something I didn't consider, the CPU drafted Alonzo Wade, who is hidden dev. Rookie out of Wisconsin, 5'8", 200 pounds, which is an interesting build. 90 speed, 95 excel. Halfway through the 2027 season, though, we're 2-4. We do have home field advantage against the Panthers. One thing is very clear, though. We are going to have to make a big quarterback decision. I mean, we technically still have Joe Milton. We have Queen. And then Dak Prescott is now down to an 81 overall, and this is likely his last season. At the end of the day, we can do so much with the defense, but unless my sim quarterback can consistently make plays, it's going to be really tough to make playoff runs So we just got to make that happen. And right here, we start out with a big stop. Panthers get 3, and we get a 3rd down alert. What do you think, head coach? What do you think, Doug? Give a dome? How are we going to make this play? I think we hand this off. Am I crazy? No, I'm not at all. Javonte Williams just got ridiculous yards on that. Now it's a red zone alert, and I'm low-key force-feeding George Pickens, but I want it to be that way, man. That's my guy that's going to progress. Ooh. That's beautiful. That was just a perfect touchdown. They blitzed right over top of George Pickens and thought the zone would be able to catch up, which is a bold strategy. This game's coming down to it. 14-7. Dallas has got a turnover. We got to go find ourselves into the end zone. CeeDee Lamb regressed off of his superstar. At the moment, we have no superstar wide receivers. I know George Pickens can get there. I'm kind of shocked he didn't get there last season. We'll take the check down to Javonte and get out of bounds, guys. It's the 4th quarter. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Losing record on this season. We've only got, I don't want to say we've only got, but we've got 10 seasons. This is our 2nd. I don't have too much to show for it yet. I really want to build like a true dynasty, you know? I want 3 Super Bowls on this rebuild. Hopefully we can get it done. 3rd and 6. Big play right here. Who can we find? Dak's rolling out, and who? Wow. Just gonna leave Javonte. Nice cut, Javonte. 1st and goal. Oh my God, this is gonna get intense. 14-7, 2-minute warning. I was gonna say we could punch Javonte in here, but I think George Pickens single coverage I think that's a big mistake. And it is. We got to get him superstar, you guys. It's George Pickens. The fact that he's still star dev is a big mistake. It all comes down to this. 14-14. Caleb Downs, the sole X factor on this defense. He's only in his 2nd year. That is the brightest part of this rebuild, no doubt. And I just barely... Whoa. Darnell Washington is now a Carolina Panther. I was literally about to ask how that man just broke all those tackles, but now I realize it's the freak of a human being, Darnell Washington. What do you got? Bryce Young goes down. Azia Ruaku gets home. Boston College, I believe. And it's funny, for all my talk, you know, Keldrick Falk is truly playing strong side linebacker on this team. He's actually been really, really good at it. I'm not ready to move him out of that position yet. 2nd and 14. Oh my God. Azia Ruaku has 3 sacks today. Wait a minute. We could win the game like this. If we can force a turnover, 3rd and 20. Who's going to get home? No. Good defense. Bell with a huge... Oh, my God. They're punting. No way. Oh, my God. We're actually going to win this game. I think. Stay focused. George Pickens, punt returner. That's a punt dot. That is a dot. On the 15's not horrible. 14-14. Game-winning drive. What are we made of, gentlemen? Head coach Doug Gimadome is going for the slip screen. Can you believe that? Javonte. What the fuck? I'm calling a timeout so that I need to just put AA on blast for a quick second. Halfback slip screen. 2 offensive linemen for the only 2 defenders. You know what we call that? We call that a touchdown. But you can't spell holy shit, this game is doo-doo dog shit ass cheeks without an E and an A. Who the fuck are you blocking, Booker? Oh! That's literally a touchdown. With the game on the line. All right, we just got to redeem ourselves. 2nd and 12, 48 seconds. Let's see who gets open. That's going to be Pickens in a soft spot, because that's a zone coverage, and let's not burn a timeout. We've got a good formation. George Pickens is pulling a Chase Claypool, and he's celebrating while we're in no huddle. Don't worry, though. When they do that, when they get bugged into that animation, it doesn't burn the clock. So technically, you're not screwed. I'm throwing the same thing, but they got smart. They wisened up. That is the good news, though, guys. We have Brandon Aubrey, whose target yard line is the 47. The 47 is a 64-yard field goal, by the way. That's how you know your kicker's goated. I'm staying in this formation. This formation's nicey. Fergie. Ooh. Egregious overthrow out of Mr. Dak Prescott. We're going to have to switch his formation up. Let's try pistol trips. I kind of like this. Say we get weird with it, right? 3rd and 10. This is a really big play now. Pickens, will you separate? Don't need to, because Javonte Oh my God, the Texas Magic. Texas routes against man coverage, man. We're already down to the 38. Nice redemption, you guys. I'm glad it went to Javonte, too, because that slip screen, they robbed him of a gorgeous touchdown. Honestly, we're almost in shoe clock. That's how good Brandon Aubrey is. I'm just going to hand this off to Javonte. I really want to win this game. Javonte gets some clean yards, 2nd and 8. I mean, if I can get some freebie yards, I will, but I kind of just want to put this game away. Let's go CeeDee Lamb for 3rd and 3. I'm going to take this down to 2 seconds. This will guarantee that we're either going to overtime or we're winning the game right now. Carolina can ice. Although I don't know if you can ice Brandon Aubrey. Is Aubrey too goated to be iced? Some kickers have abilities that prevent them from being iced. Aubrey is not one of them. The iced game winner against the Panthers. That thing is going right down the middle. I love having a good kicker. Brandon Aubrey puts this one away in season 2 of our 10-year rebuild. We're 3-4 right now. We haven't had a winning record yet, but I like the direction we're going in. And I'll always take a W in the home stadium. Head coach Doug Gimadome, always sportsmanlike. The 2027 season for the Cowboys was just a little worse, finishing with a record of 6-11. But admittedly, we kind of expected this as we rebuilt the defense and Dak Prescott regressed. We kind of knew we'd be in trouble, so it's finally time for a really big decision. Dak Prescott, 34 years old, 11 years in the league. I wonder if we can extract a little bit of value out of him since we know we're moving on. He'd finish the season with solid stats. Javonte, nowhere near as effective as last season. George Pickens did up his numbers, though, 1,216, while CeeDee Lamb took a really big backseat. Caleb Downs, once again, was our most impressive defensive player with 140 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 6 passes deflected, a forced fumble. This dude is everywhere. Also, I think it is time for a new defensive formation. We're not hitting double-digit sacks with anybody. I don't think Dallas Cowboys' defensive scheme is going to work. I've always loved Cleveland's 4-3 defense, so we're going to steal Stefanski's scheme, and we can stay in a base 4-3. The 2027 season led us to another bizarre Super Bowl, Rams-Jaguars, where Matthew Stafford is unloading to Kyren Williams. Deep downfield, running right past Travis Hunter and getting a 38-24. This is a high-scoring Super Bowl. 5 touchdowns out of Stafford. Wow. Cortland Westerman, that incredible running back, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year. And for the first time in this entire rebuild, we have positive cap space. Blockbuster trade alert. I had to give up a first-round pick and Jake Ferguson, but I got Colston Loveland and Caden McDonald from the Bears. Caden McDonald was really just to fill cap requirements. This is the reason I did this trade. We're about to start a brand new young quarterback. Why not give him a 6'6", 24-year-old 96 overall tight end? I love Colston Loveland in this game. And a first-round pick is a heavy price to pay, but this dude is going to be an animal. So we don't have a first-round pick for this draft, but look at this, stupid. The USC run support safety trap. I mean, 84 overall, hidden dev 6'3". Like, you're always supposed to be excited about this. But he's actually not as slow as I thought. Usually, the USC run support safeties have like 84 speed. But Demarius Payne has 88. We actually just drafted a monster. This is a second-round pick. 99 hit power. If you don't play a lot of Madden, for some reason, they made every single USC run support safety an absolute freak. So if you just want to guarantee a super high hit power, hidden dev monster safety, just look for USC run support. Highest overall player auto drafted in the 2nd round went to the Dallas Cowboys. I skipped this draft because I knew I didn't have my first rounder. Sometimes it pays to be a casual. Now, this is a really actually rare safety. Never in my life have I seen an 80 plus overall strong safety out of Missouri. He's a hybrid safety with 94 speed. Robbie Archer joins Fernando Mendoza in Arizona. They're going to be a really good roster. Gentlemen, I strongly believe this is the start of a dynasty. Jontre Queen got to bench behind Dak for a year. He's also superstar, and he'll make his debut as an 80 overall. George Pickens finally got his superstar. Yes! He's 27 years old now. He's an absolute monster, and this acquisition is just nuts, dude. Colston Loveland to the Dallas Cowboys. Dude, Dallas loves their good tight ends. I don't think Dallas going out of their way to get an awesome young tight end like this is out of the question either. Talk about the perfect scenario for a young quarterback. Got a really solid O-line. You've got 3 amazing receiving threats, and the defense is nasty too. Demarius Payne is in. Caleb Downs, X-Factor. Denard is X-Factor. Mike Denard is an X-Factor? He was a good overall, but I'm really shocked shocked by this. He must have gotten a dev trade upgrade somewhere along the way. No, he did not. He was actually a superstar X Factor. Wow, I have it. This is one of my best drafted rebuilds of all time. Denard and Caleb Downs, both X Factor. Queen is a superstar. Kind of crazy to even lob this out there, but Dak is a 78 mil cap hit. Does anybody want Dak for anything? There are no trades for this package. Look at this. If I were to trade Dak to any single team in the National Football League, they would go severely negatively into cap space, other than the Miami Dolphins. Miami, would you like to get fleeced? Once Dak is off the books, things are going to get a lot better. Well, this is always a fun matchup. Halfway through the season, we're 3-3, which is better than last season. And we've got Thursday night primetime hosting the New York Giants. And for the first time in the while, it looks a lot different in Dallas. We've got 3 X Factors, and I drafted all 3 of them. Caleb Downs, Demarius Payne, and Denard. I don't give myself any credit for Payne. That's cheating. USC run support safety is crazy. But the Giants have a superstar Malik Neighbors, superstar Scat, and X Factor Brian Burns. Let's put on some fun uniforms. They got so many cool ones in Dallas. I mean, these are the ones I'm currently rocking. Let's do it. What's better than a Thursday night primetime game? Man, I miss NFL football so much. You never really realize it till you get a couple months into the offseason and all you want is football back. Look at the presentation on Thursday night primetime. This team now very seriously looks different. We still have George Pickens. We still have CeeDee Lamb. Still have Javonte Williams. But now it's Queen at quarterback. We still got Doug Dimmadome. Colston Loveland at tight end. Caleb Downs, Demarius Payne, Keldrick Falk, Quinnen Williams are the highlights of our defense. You know, when I think of the Dallas Cowboys, you know who I always think of? I think of Leighton Vander Esch. I feel like getting a nice new superstar middle linebacker might be next on our docket. But for now, they're bringing me in for the punt return, and that might be an actual punt dot. We'll start this drive to 7. Look at Jontre Queen. Rookie season, not technically, but his first season starting. 11-3. He can't win Offensive Rookie of the Year since he's a sophomore, but he can ball out. Wow, it's our first time with a new backfield. Queen's coming out here. We're going play action in the danger zone, and it might pay off. Oh, that could have been a touchdown. Still a ton of yards. 1st and 10. Do we do it again? Are we crazy enough to hit him right back? Another play action? They're not silly enough to bite twice. CeeDee Lamb. Oh my God, they lost him. Nobody's looking at CeeDee Lamb. And I'm hurdling myself straight to the medical tent. I wouldn't call that the smartest strat of all time, but oh my God, look at Colston Loveland. I'm so glad we made that trade. First round picks a lot, but dude, like, I'm just going to throw this to him. What are you going to do? Are you going to put Brian Burns in coverage on me? I was actually a little, oh, that was actually Abdul Carter. It's Abdul Carter, who's number 3, by the way. Number 3 Abdul Carter. That just seems unholy. I suppose CeeDee Lamb is number 88. Which, for the record, I respect. I love the high number wide receivers. I did a rebuild recently where I forgot that CeeDee Lamb was number 88. I apologize. Casual strikes at the craziest times. You know, oof. Running back was wide open out the gates. A big time whiffed on that. I mean, our quarterback has 80 speed. He's young. I feel like we are able to run something like triple option. This is an interesting one. So in that backfield is Javonte Williams and Alonzo Wade. I'm going to try the triple option. There's the pitch to Alonzo Wade. Big juke. Yes, sir. Alonzo Wade is yet to get serious reps. As Javonte regresses, I think he's going to get much more involved. We got Flournoy in as well, but let's just take a look at this. Reese up the gut. I keep wanting to call him a rookie because it's his first season, but he's really not a rookie. Either way, Jontre, did I just call him Reese? Did anybody hear that? Where the fuck did I pull that out of? I pulled that out of a hat. Jontre Queen, the quarterback, with that scrambling touchdown right there. Who is Reese? The world may never know. Jackson Dart also just dotted the shit out of me. Brought me in for a moment to get absolutely whomped on. Yikes. That is okay, though. Jontre Queen, Colston Loveland, George Pickens, the highlights of this offense. As CeeDee Lamb had an incredible release, but I got lost in the sauce. I got caught looking downfield. I didn't see that I was getting bulldozed down here. 2nd and 19. What do you got, Giants? What do you got? I kind of need a playmaker here. Can he? Oh, where the hell? Wow, back to back. Huge mistakes. I'm selling for the program right now. But look at how much better this defense is already. Payne, Downs, and Denard. 3 superstar X Factors. And Malik Neighbors, stop it. Hey, you see how Demarius Payne could barely catch him? It's because he's a USC run support strong safety and he has no speed whatsoever. But let's play to our strong suits. Let's go light somebody the fuck up. That's what Demarius Payne does best. He lights him up and gets the ball back with hit sticks. Come on! Coverage sack. Donovan Aziaruku gets home because we played great defense right there. Let's just do that again. I'm hopping on my boy Caleb Downs. But dude, this whole defense is so good now. We're guessing pass here. They just cleared everybody out. They got to be passing. Caleb Downs floating over the middle. Another one. Another sack for this Cowboys defense. Come on, boys. Let's do this. I'm getting Demarius Payne in for the blitz here. We're guessing pass. What do you got? He's motioning scat out. Demarius Payne. Okay, that's fine, though. If we... Dude, this game literally magnets you to the worst angles known to humankind. It is my biggest issue with Madden 26 gameplay. The fact that you would suck me behind the player who's obviously about... That's so annoying. 14-7. That is a tough beat because I really thought we could have made that stop. But Colston Loveland's going to put us right back in it because the Giants got Tremaine Edmonds on our huge pickup. Guys, we got to redeem this game. I'm making so many mistakes right now. 2nd and 5. They're going I formation. Am I about to get the scat pack treatment? No. This is a pass. Oh, Demarius Payne, good coverage. I did not get the scat pack treatment. That was quite the pass right there on Jackson Dart. We're going with the blitz here. I'm on Lua foul. He's going to motion out scat. I got to follow. Ooh, switch stick's not working. Don't matter. Keldrick Folk, strong side linebacker. Keldrick Folk. I drafted Keldrick Folk to be an edge rusher, and he's actually such a good strong side linebacker. I'm just going to keep him there. I guess he's more of a hybrid. Our next moments on defense. This has got to be a run. We're run committing. Come on. Come on. Go blow it up. Keldrick Folk, strong side linebacker. We have to force them to a field goal here. No offensive moments are really killing us right now. I'm going on Folk. 2nd and 8. Got to be another handoff. Oh, it's play action. Bold strategy, Jackson Dart. He got rid of it. Getting rid of it's even better. This stops the clock for us, and we are going to need it. This is a huge play. We have to keep them out of the end zone right here. We're going to lose this game. I do not want to lose to the Giants in my first head-to-head matchup with them. Not on the Cowboys. Denard, good coverage. And Revel Jr. That's a huge stop. 4th and 13. I'm going to burn a timeout to hopefully preserve this 2-minute warning. It's going to preserve the 2-minute warning. They're going to come out and kick this. I think it's an auto-drafted kicker. I don't know who that is. But they make it 20-14. We can absolutely win this game. We just got to get in the end zone. Minute 58. Made some big mistakes today. I hope the Giants stay in man coverage, though. Our team is so good against man. And that is a zone coverage, but George Pickens is still able to eat up a good 4 yards. Let's go double post. We're going deep on this one. Come on, boys. Need a big play right here. Pickens? George Pickens, maybe. Oh, that was tough. There's a lot of bodies right there. That was tough. Maybe man coverage this time. Can I get Javonte over the middle? Oh, Loveland. Come on, buddy. Dude, he's a freak. He's so good. 5 catches, 90 yards. Colston Loveland today. He's kind of keeping this game together for us. Got to get in the end zone. I know New York is nervous right now. We are too. Colston Loveland. He's going to have a lot of yards, but Edmonds got a little redemption on that one. Big play. 2nd and 10. Loveland underneath. Why on earth does a 3-man rush auto sack me? Oh my God. That was a 3-man rush against 6 blockers, and I couldn't throw a drag. 3rd and 17. This offensive line is crumbling. Colston. My God, he's literally carrying the shit out of us. All right, we can slow this down a little bit. No, we can't. I'm going to go Javonte. Just can't have him guessing pass every single time. Javonte's going to get... Nope. Tremaine Edmonds. What a play. Got another big play coming up. 34 seconds on the clock, and we kind of got to get in the end zone. I'm going to take Flournoy, and I'm going to call our final timeout. This is going to come down to it. Okay, so they're playing soft. They're kind of playing Hail Mary defense. Can we get a George Pickens out route out of bounds? Absolutely. Okay, that's awesome. 1st and 10. I'm really shocked they ran a defense like that right there. We're certainly close enough to make a play. I think we got to go end zone. I think it's end zone from here on out. 26 seconds. I'm sending everybody. I'm going to get Pickens underneath just in case. Okay, I'm going to go Pickens, and he's just got to get out of bounds. That's exactly what it does. So we got 4 yards. We restopped the clock. 21 seconds here. Alonzo Wade is in. We can afford one throw that's not an end zone throw, but I kind of want to go straight for the end zone. I'm going to Colston Loveland. Can he do it? Oh, oh my God. Paulson, a Hey, and we're swag surfing. Colston Loveland, look at this play. That is not, oh, that's perfect defense. He just simply caught it. That was gross. Loveland. Okay, so Brandon Aubrey gives us the 1-point lead. They have to pass. Caleb Downs, let's just win this ball game, right? I'm really scared of Malik Neighbors. That's for sure. Jackson Dart's got nothing. He steps up the middle. Wow, he got good yards. I tried to take his head off, and they're going Hail Mary right now. This feels a little early. I'm going to bring Caleb Downs back there. This feels early. Ooh, 5 sacks for this Dallas Cowboys defense. 4 seconds left on the clock. I need double coverage on Malik. Honestly, I'm just scared of him throwing it to Malik Neighbors. That's fine. That just can't be a touchdown. Beautiful. Thompson's going to put this game away. 21-20. What an elite W. 3rd year, we finally have a winning record halfway through the season. Things are looking good. The 2028 season saw our plans come into full effect. We'd finish the season with a 10-7 record. And even though we would lose in the playoffs to the Washington Commanders in the first round, the team was in an amazing spot. And continuing this franchise's record of crazy Super Bowls, it was 9-8 Cleveland Browns versus the 10-7 Commanders. And I'm looking at a Browns highlight. I'm looking at a one-handed snag from Sam Darnold on the Browns, who just won a Super Bowl against the Washington Commanders. You can't even write this script. I would say the scriptwriters cooked, but it's more like the scriptwriters are cooked. The scriptwriters smoked way too much weed. Myles Garrett would win Defensive Player of the Year and Super Bowl MVP. And John Trey Queen would put up an absurd season. 4,200 yards, 26-6. Our first playoff appearance and a super solid season all around for this entire squad. Holy shit. Look at how big of a difference team schemes matter. Quinnen Williams is objectively a lower overall and worse than he was 2 seasons ago. He just had 18 sacks with the Cleveland Browns 4-3 defense instead of Dallas Cowboys. That's crazy. Azir Ruku had 10. We definitely made the right call. Another great season gives George Pickens superstar X Factor. Don't forget to give your players abilities as well. Madden is always going to default them to just the shittiest abilities. Straight up. I'm going with short elite, route tech, deep elite, and grab and go. And of course, double me. This defense is so insanely good. We have 4 X factors. Keldrick Folk, strong side linebacker, is an X factor. I'm not messing with this. It's kind of funny too because he's so slow. Like 78 speed is so slow, but he's just incredible at this position. 97 tackle, 96 block shedding, 86 excel, 87 pursuit. I'm gonna make him a tackling demon. Keldrick Folk with form tackler, crusher, and extra pop. A lot of big retirements this season. Mark Andrews, Quentin Nelson, Buda Baker, Tyreek Hill. And for the first time ever, I'm going to get to compete in free agency. Drake May is in free agency. Oh my God, Micah Parsons. Guys, we can bring Micah Parsons back. Abdul Carter's in free agency. I feel like Abdul Carter is actually the better play, but I just think it'd be hilarious to bring Micah back. And he's interested in our team. There's no way he should be interested in joining this team. He's heavily motivated. There's actually no way. He's back. He's back. No way. A 10-year rebuild of the Dallas Cowboys includes re-signing. We're going back to our ex. It's literally me IRL, you guys. This is actually biblically accurate rebuild. So a 10-7 season prior to adding Micah Parsons. And now you're looking at one of the most busted defenses in football. And really all it took was getting Dak's contract off our books. Now at some point in time, all these guys are going to want to get paid. There is no way that I can retain this lineup. This is actually insane. I have never had a defense with 4 X Factors and 4 superstars. That's not even mentioning the ridiculous players we have on offense. We also even have a superstar kicker. This is one of the best lineups I've straight up ever built. With the Avengers assembled, the 2029 season was insane. Finishing with a 14-3 record, securing us a bye in the playoffs where we would get a narrow victory over the Atlanta Falcons in the divisional. That led us to a familiar face for the NFC Championship. The New York Giants are 13-4. We are 14-3, but look at the overalls. 95 offense, 93 defense. Queen threw for 5,000 yards on Cowboys playbook. 39-3. Could be an MVP season. Williams had 20 rushing touchdowns. This is the best season ever. His team is so good. Flournoy had 12 touchdowns. George Pickens had 14. Welcome back, Micah Parsons. We missed you. He added 10 sacks and 20 TFLs. Quinnen Williams did 12.5, and Mike Denard added 3 interceptions receptions. Joe Burrow still threw for 5,300. And the roster is just looking so juiced. George Pickens. Now Caleb Downs is up there in the top 2. There's Micah Parsons, Loveland, and John Trey Queen. Our last matchup against the New York Giants was an incredible game. I do think things are different this time around, though. Our team has progressed so much more. We added Micah Parsons. I think we're just too good right now. And our first moment is a red zone alert. I swear we just keep changing defense while offense just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I'm throwing back across my body because I'm a freak to give Javonte Williams 9 yards. I'm glad we still have Javonte. I feel like he just puts in just the most quality work. I kind of want to go with a fade route to George Pickens. If it's true single coverage, it is. I'm going for it. Oh, great defense. Guys, can we bring back the back shoulder fade? Can we just start doing that in football all over again? 3rd and 1, risky play action, but I'm going for it. See what you got, John Trey. Oh my God, he's wide open. Colston Loveland almost missed the throw, but that's a touchdown for Dallas. We'll kick off the NFC Championship with a touchdown. And our next moment is defense. Wow, I love this. I literally love this defense so much. Keldrick Folk, number 98, strong side linebacker. Don't sleep on it. They're all sleeping on it. Boom! Demarius Payne, big hit. Malik Neighbors is going to feel that one, but he did catch the football. Oh my God, this is a blowout. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything. Genuine ass whooping. The New York Giants make it all the way to the NFC Championship to score a goose egg. In my 10-year rebuild, we own the Giants. Our first Super Bowl is against the Miami Dolphins. I have not seen one single normal Super Bowl. Dolphins have a 99 overall Devon Achane. Aronde Gadsden's a 98. They got Abdul Carter out of free agency. And wow, I've actually never seen this. I have never seen Quinn Ewers progress super well. It's a 96 overall. Our first Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. There's John Trey Queen. And there's this is the last team I thought we'd be seeing in the Super Bowl. There's Quinn Ewers coming out for the Miami Dolphins. If there was ever a Super Bowl that I expected to be a blowout, it would be this one. I think we kind of just got a Mickey Mouse run to the Super Bowl, or maybe our team is just simply that good. Coach is bringing me in on 4th and inches. Ooh, I like this. Come on, Doug, give me a dome. You know what? I think the Dolphins are making a huge mistake, and I'm going to get risky in the Super Bowl here. They think we're running the football. They bring everyone up close. I think George Pickens might just kill him. If not, I'm going Loveland, but I think this is a touchdown. Pickens, single coverage. Wow, that's such good defense. You know what? I would do that 10 times out of 10. I would do that every single time, and I think Pickens comes down with it more often than not, but we don't get him right there. 3rd and 6. Everyone's favorite linebacker, Keldrick Folk. Oh! I was so close to that. I actually was so close to that. Are the Dolphins going to strike first in this Super Bowl? They're going to motion over. That's a handoff to Achane. Too many bodies in there. He's a problem because he's so fast. And I've already talked in this rebuild about angles. Like, that's why fast running backs are so busted, is because the angles are just so fucked up in this game. Ugh. Is that Luke McCaffrey? That's Luke McCaffrey. Dude, this Dolphins roster is unrecognizable. Antonio Williams, Luke McCaffrey, Aronde Gadsden, Devon Achane, Quinn Ewers. Ugh. No way. 1st and goal, and he got that off, and he made the play. All right, y'all. Can we keep making plays? That's the question. Okay. Leafau. Oh my goodness, what a tackle. They went halfback screen on the 2. Come on, boys. No way you go up the middle with Ewers, right? Oh my God, Micah Parsons is having none of it. That's a crazy play call. 3rd and goal from the 5. They go wide nasty. I'm gonna drop a Ziaruku into a zone. Come on, boys. 3rd and goal. Hold him to a field goal. Hold them to a field goal. That's going nowhere. We're all over it. 1st and 10. Okay, we hold them to a field goal, and now an opportunity to score ourselves. I just don't see how they stop Loveland here in this defensive set. Oh, I like that. Oh, wow. That's the ugliest touchdown ever. But I love any matchup that's Colston Loveland standing in front of somebody. We do get another stop. 50 seconds. Got a lot of field to cover. What if we just went yard? What if we just went yard? Colston Loveland, ton of yards. And if you got out of bounds, that'll be such an impressive play. Oh, he did not. And fucking Excel clock. I wish Excel clock had any ounce of sensibility. I know you can turn it off, but it sucks that in obvious scenarios where the clock shouldn't excel, it still excels. 2nd and 1. That's my own fault. Let's see if I can salvage this and get Brandon Aubrey in range. Oh. I can't say shit. I just got bailed. 60. They're telling us to go kick a 67? Oh my God. No, wait a minute. Let's just go inside zone. Alonzo Wade. Just give me. Oh my God. Wait, could he go all the way? Out of bounds. 1 second on the clock. Alonzo Wade. No way. Sorry, I was scared of the 67-yard field goal. 48 is like a fucking high school PAT for Brandon Aubrey. I mean, maybe he could have made the 67, but I didn't feel like testing it. Not in the Super Bowl. 10-3. Risky clock management, but it paid off. And we're back in the red zone. At one point in time, I think I was scared. But now if we can convert right here, this game... it's going to be all she wrote. You got a little guy on Colston Loveland. That's a bet. Dude, he's a fucking cheat code. I am throwing him full-blown contested passes on all Madden, and he is catching every single one. I love this guy. Let's keep it up. Are they silly enough to man him up again? They are silly enough to man him up again. Go find a way into the end zone. We're going to have a Colston Loveland Super Bowl MVP. All right, boys, fourth quarter, 2 minutes 32. Miami is in desperation mode as well as they're playing. They can't score on offense. This defense is so good. It's a literal blowout in the Super Bowl. On our 10-year rebuild, it took us 4 years. But at the end of season 4, we get our first of hopefully many Super Bowl rings. And I got to imagine this MVP is going to Colston Loveland. Coach Doug Gimme Dome is going to get his first ring. This regime is crazy. There's John Trey Queen, our drafted quarterback. And it's got to be Colston Loveland. Look at him. He's standing up there with Coach. You never see the tight end standing up on that pedestal. There's George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. I actually love this. The only thing I'm sad about is the fact that Dak doesn't get a ring. I'm kind of sad that we had to offload Dak to make all this happen. If we didn't offload Dak, we never would have had the cap space to get Micah Parsons, which I think is a hilarious twist of fate. I think that is some hilarious irony. And Jake Ferguson had to leave so we could get Colston Loveland after no way. They gave MVP to John Trey Queen. Wait a minute. Did Colston Loveland not have every single touchdown? I can't believe that. That's kind of a bummer. I love John Trey Queen, but Colston Loveland absolutely deserved that. Offensive Player of the Year was Ashton Genty on the Raiders. You rarely see a running back. He must have had a really good season. How on earth did Ashton Genty win Offensive Player of the Year? Bijan had 1,919 touchdowns. He must have had receiving yards. He had 10 receiving touchdowns. Genty had a total of 22 touchdowns. He also had 775 yards. Okay, it's a hell of a fantasy season. After an insane season like that, the only question is, are we gonna run it back? Like, genuinely, how do we not run this back? That question was quickly answered. In the 2029 season, we won the Super Bowl. And in the following season, we would go on to a 16-1 record. Our roster was genuinely unstoppable. In the divisional, we blew out the Eagles. And in the NFC Championship, it was more of the same. We blew out the Rams. And all of that would lead us to a rematch. The Miami Dolphins are going to get another whack at us, and I genuinely feel so bad for them. 16-1. It should be noted that our sole loss this season came against the New York Giants, so I suppose they did one-up us there, but I just don't see how Miami's going to be able to beat us. They put up 3 against us last Super Bowl. Interestingly, it was actually a regression season for John Trey Queen. I think the fact that this defense is so good means John Trey Queen doesn't really have to do anything. He just has to be efficient with the football, and he is excellent at that. 70% completion, 41-5. Javonte Williams had another solid season. Dallas Cowboys offense honestly gives really solid yards to your running back. It's really not that good for your wide receivers either. Like, these are really good seasons, but if you really want a good wide receiver season, you kind of want to go Cincinnati Bengals or Atlanta Falcons. Regardless, we're winning a ton of games, so I'm not switching up anything. I think the biggest change we made was our defensive adjustments. I think that's what changed up this team so much. That Cleveland Browns scheme is awesome. Everybody's getting home. Parsons, Zieruku, Falk, and Quinnen Williams. Caleb Downs is legitimately everywhere, dude. He blocked a kick. He recovered 2 fumbles and forced 2. He deflected 13 passes at 120 tackles, 2 interceptions. We are in Dynasty territory. John Trey Queen's at 99. Pickens and Colston, 99 X Factors. Like, look at all the color. Do you ever do a rebuild and see this much red and yellow? Also, I just gotta say, Ben Hawkinson is an all-time name for a middle linebacker. I'm sorry, Miami. I mean, 93 overall Miami team. You almost never see that. Unfortunately for Miami, they are running into a God squad. We are running it back. Deja vu in the Super Bowl. I mean, what worked last time? I'd say pretty much everything. What can't we run? Well, shit, they actually clamped the shit out of that. 4th and 7. We got to trot out Aubrey, who missed his field goal. Well, now all of a sudden it's 0-0. And the big difference this time, Quinn Ewers actually has abilities this time. 3rd and 4. It's a pass for Quinn Ewers. No way he hit that. Okay, Bland, 3rd and 8. Ewers, Achan, Costanzo. What do we got? Oh my, dude, he's kind of lighting us up now. I think Miami's going to strike first if we can't hold him here. First and goal. I tell you what, we have just been so unbelievably good defensively. I would love to hold them to a field goal here. There's Achan, who got tripped up. It was ugly, but Marist Luafau, if that's how you say his name. He's got an interesting name, but he's been a dog. He's our little Samoan, our Polynesian in the middle. Now, whether you win or don't win the Super Bowl, your team gets crazy development trade upgrades. So this is already so good for us, but I just don't see how we don't put up another one. Devon Achan can't get around. Third and goal. I'm going to go Tampa 2 here. I feel like they might pass this, so I want to be ready for it. I'm getting on Keldrick Folk. Quinn Ewers. Little motion. Motion back. Third and goal. Is that a handoff? No, it's play action. Whoa. It was a screen pass. Our defense is just too fast for those shenanigans. And I'm going to see if Tatum can't get a block kick. That's Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker. Is now a Miami Dolphin. All right, y'all. 3rd and 5. 3rd down alert. I did not convert our last one. I think we got to look to Colston Loveland here. Ooh, he's kind of... Oh, my God. What a play. Jontre Queen, we got to go get him. Holy shit. Miami came to play. I'm sitting here talking about like we got a dynasty. We're not in yet. 3rd and inches. Oh, this is QB sneak. Get in there, Payne. It's QB sneak. Blow it up. Blow it up. No way, Quinn Ewers just got that. I'm sick. 1st and 10. Oh, no. Come on, back-to-back rings against the same team. No way Miami gets redemption on us. Get across. What a... These guys are cracked out. How did he eat that hit from Caleb? If you put up a 16-1 season and go on to lose the Super Bowl, man, that's going to hurt. We got to clutch up here. 2nd and 6. Motion man over. What do you got, Caleb? Stay strong. No. Demarius Payne. Okay, we got the tackle. 1st and goal from the 4. I'm expecting the run. I'm sending everybody, and I'm going on Caleb. If it's a stretch, we got to get there. Where's Achan? No, it's a pass. Not good. Cooked. I got absolutely cooked. This is not good. Minute 17. We got to get in the end zone here. I think I got to run the ball more. I think I'm trying to do too much with these passes when Javonte Williams... Proving myself right. 2 rushes, 18 yards. Clock is just not our friend on this drive. See if I can't go deep on somebody. Just take this low one because we can get out of bounds. Slow and steady with Javonte Williams. 2nd and 5. 48 seconds. Down by 10 in the Super Bowl. Not liking this. Jontre Queen's got some room. I'm going Loveland. This is a crazy throw. He had a chance. He 100% had a chance. Oh, he's tired, though. Loveland's out. Kind of crucial. Crucial. What the fuck? Pickens doesn't even whip his head around for that. We got to go for this. 4th and 5 from the 50, and we're going for it. Oh, this just got spooky. This just got real scary. George Pickens is wide open. Big mistake, Miami. Doug, gimme dome. Don't choke this. This is the start of our dynasty. Do not choke this. 1st and 10. I'm going to hit CeeDee Lamb. 2nd and 2. 17 seconds. Snapping it. CeeDee Lamb once again. There's a timeout. 11 seconds. We got a few end zone shots in us. Can we hit George Pickens? Can we catch him in man coverage and hit Loveland? Let's see what Miami comes out in. That's man. That's a huge mistake. Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland's going to put up another insane Super Bowl performance. And they're going to give it to Queen. I hope not. 7 to 10. We get the ball at half. You know what? CeeDee Lamb, you're the OG. He's our OG Dallas Cowboy. I wanted to give him a shot, but on 4th and 2, we are going to tie this Super Bowl up and go 10 to 10. Ayy. Defense needs my help. Defense needs my help. 1st and 10, 50 seconds. Oh my God. Oh my God. I bit so bad on that play action that I took my safety. Miami's not fucking around. They put up 3 points last year. Their offense is so much better this year. 2nd and 3. Loveland. Loveland's a freak. Oh my God, he had him beat so bad. Did I not put enough on that? Hart steps in front. I thought he was cooked. Oh my God, we might lose this Super Bowl. We need this, boys. We need this stop bad. It's got to be a handoff, Achan. Yes, sir. Keldrick Folk. That's my strong side linebacker, baby. Come on. Okay, they're going to chew clock on us. I'm going on Demarius Payne. We know they're running it. I can send everybody. I mean, you just have to run it in this scenario. He tries to cut it back. He's in no man's land here. This might go to overtime. Gun empty chip quads. They're passing. We got to get home. No first downs. That's so bad. What a hit. Demarius Payne. Holy shit, Demarius Payne. Unbelievable play. How do we play this? 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Do we use the clock and send it to OT? Oh, no. Caleb Downs is our punt returner. He got us to the 37. That was such a good return. I think we got to send this OT. I don't think I can give them a chance to get in range and beat us, right? Let's start with Javonte Williams, down by 7 in the Super Bowl. You know what's kind of the thing with this team? We haven't faced any adversity. We don't know how to play from behind. All we do is win. Also, number 36 doesn't even have a last name. Or does Miami not have last names on those jerseys? That was so weird. His whole thing was blurred out. 2nd and 8. I'm going Colston. Oh my God. How the fuck are these all getting lurked? We gotta... I think it's over. I think we just lost. Dude, these all look so open to me. That is 3 turnovers for us, 0 for Miami. We somehow got to get away for him to fumble. I don't know how he even would. I mean, he's got to go inside zone here. No way they're actually passing. They're going to go score on us. 3-man rush. Kenneth Grant just comp. Oh my God, dude, they're on demon timing right now. While we're in desperation mode, we go to Blankard. It's going to require an onside kick. The only way we win is with an onside kick. Clock doesn't even matter that much. I mean, obviously it does, but Pickens drops the curl. Nothing's going our way right now. Colston Loveland caught that. Who would have thought we'd have a heated rivalry with Miami? It is still technically not over. I'm not giving up on this game until it's all said and done. Going to Phillips here. It's all about this onside kick, which is kind of a miracle in and of itself. So I'm not going to freak out yet. I think we just have to take a shot at George Pickens here. Pretty much no matter what, we take this. Tough. And then this could be a Colston Loveland right here. Get out of bounds, CD. Nice. Well, with how much clock there is, we kind of got to get an onside. We got to do a few things. There's nothing good happening right now. Loveland's out of bounds. Loveland dropped. 3rd and 4, CeeDee Lamb. Dude, these guys are... Why did their defense get so good? There was nothing like this last season. 4th and 4. They did their scouting report, and we don't even get that in the end zone. What a depressing way to lose. We won the Super Bowl. We built the God Squad. We went 16-1 just to lose to the Miami Dolphins in our rematch of the Super Bowl. I can't believe that. Hey, they had round 1, pick 1. They took Ruben Bain. We remember that from 5 years ago. Were we really building a rivalry with Miami? Unbelievable blue balls season for Dallas. Cam Hart wins Super Bowl MVP because he picked me off twice. I went to Colston Loveland twice, and he picked me off twice. Dude, he had like a 6th sense. Also, Drake May is on the Raiders now, NFL MVP. In the 2031 season, things started to get a little scary for the Dallas Cowboys. We were on top of the world until we lost the Super Bowl we absolutely should have won. We'd followed that up with a 10-7 record and an early playoff exit to none other than the New York Giants. If it ain't the Giants or the Dolphins, man. Jackson Dart would get the better of us this time. And the Super Bowl would be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Raiders. The Raiders now have Drake May, and they've made 2 Super Bowls and lost both in this rebuild. We have 2 Super Bowl appearances, both against the Dolphins, and we're trending downwards. The league is changing drastically too. Joe Burrow's retired. It's now Sean Fowler out of Georgia on Cincinnati. Herbert and Mahomes are still going strong. Drake May is a dog on the Raiders. Ryan Cody on the Rams. Fernando Mendoza's been solid with Arizona, but slowly but surely we're seeing a lot of new names. Cortland Westerman in the top 5. Jordan Tyson. Malik Washington. Jackson. Fix it, Felix. I mean, our team is still absolutely incredible, but as expected, we have negative cap space. Retaining all these players has been a nightmare. That was a really lackluster season for how good this team is. I'm hoping it's just a one-off. Our recent drafts have been a bit uneventful, but for the first time in a long time, we're back in the market for a wide receiver, as both George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are approaching that 30-year-old mark. Here's a super fast wide receiver in Taylor Douglas. Even if he's not hidden dev, I'm kind of interested to try out a different archetype of wide receiver. I feel like George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, very similar, whereas this is a hidden dev speed demon, a Tyreek Hill build. I think this will be a fun switch up offensively for the Dallas Cowboys. Douglas ended up being a 76 overall. He's going to rock number 0. And if we somehow got a speed upgrade on him, he's already going to be a monster though. Headed into our 6th year, gigantic regression out of CeeDee Lamb. Javonte Williams retires. Loveland, Pickens, and Queen, kind of the core of this offense, still going strong. Offensive line still incredible. And Micah Parsons retires as well. It's finally time to try out Keldrick Falk at his true position. After all this time, after me gassing him up so much, he's going to take Micah Parsons' spot at left edge rusher. Shaking the rust off from an ugly season, we would get back to where we belong. 11-6 record wasn't anything crazy, but we'd find ourselves in the NFC Championship taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Around the league, the playoffs were crazy. Pittsburgh and New England matched off in a snow game, which usually I'd say, you know, the Patriots would win this, but no, it was Ben Pritchard and the Pittsburgh Steelers with a lot of players that we're no longer recognized. Remember, boys, we are 7 years into the future right now. Your favorite NFL player may be sitting on the couch. They may be in Cabo, and they might just be washed. The 15-2 Falcons took on the 8-9 Rams, and we already know who won this. That's a trick play. That's a reverse, and this is going to be a touchdown? My goodness. That is Joe Burrow on the Falcons. I thought Joe Burrow retired. Nope, he's in Atlanta, where all washed-up quarterbacks go to die. But the Rams absolutely dominate the 15-2 Falcons as the 10-7 Raiders take on the 11-6 Browns. It's kind of nice to see all these new teams. My goodness, I think the Browns are going to this one. That is a 60-yard run out of Quinshon Judkins. Stanley and the Browns take down Drake May and the Raiders, and putting up another 38-piece on the Rams. Our Super Bowl is against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is a really cool Super Bowl. We found our way back. I'm not shocked. Our team is the most overpowered team I've ever built, but I'm so nervous after that Dolphins game. I am not taking anybody for granted. Braden Pritchard, excuse me, is a 99 overall. Caleb Johnson, Derek Harmon, Derek Stingley, Derek Hall. They got all the Derricks. And then a team of wow, they just honestly picked up. They got Jalen Coker. This is such an interesting team. Joey Porter is 32. Oh my God, Joey Porter's washed. That's how deep we are. We're attempting now to pick up our 2nd Super Bowl ring. It's our 3rd appearance, but we got to win it. We can't go out like we did last time, and we're not starting out right. 2nd and 11, no bueno. I mean, I want to run the ball a little bit more. I think I need to stay to that. Oh, and look at Douglas. 97 speed, Taylor Douglas, the rookie. Okay, 1st and 10. Passing got me in so much trouble against Miami. Let's run the ball here against Pittsburgh. Yikes. Barnett. Nick Barnett is barely able to squeeze through that. I know he's also number 33, but remember, Javonte Williams retired. So that's not Javonte Williams. Good thing. I mean, you can only go so wrong. We've still got Colston Loveland. We've still got George Pickens. I think after this year, though, it is going to start to get a little weird. CeeDee Lamb might retire, and if he doesn't, he's going to be an 80 overall. He's going to be almost useless. But for now, he's still a go. Give me a block, Burnett. Great block. CeeDee Lamb. Dude, he's washed his shit. He's so slow. He's so much slower than when we started this. Oh, my goodness. Okay, 1st and 10. Loveland is gassed right now. I'm going right back to Pickens. That was not a good ball, but I got to do this signature backflip. George Pickens still got it. Sometimes it feels like there's no in-between with these games. That Miami game was such a slug out, but if I can put up points right now, we're getting ourselves another Super Bowl. How does George Pickens look? Doesn't matter, because Loveland's got a linebacker on him. He's just too good. I think, God, I wish I could have that Miami game back. I'd do so many things so differently. I'm so frustrated that we don't have 2 Super Bowls right now. That's okay. Let's go get it right here. Is that a blitz up the middle? No. Just little scramble action. Just a drop pass. I said Joey Porter was washed, and he just made a great play right there. So maybe the washed was the friends we made along the way. That made no sense. I'm well aware. Man him up. Man up, my boy Douglas. He's too damn fast, son. That's Derek Stingley on him. That's our 97 speed rookie. It got close this time around, But that's the Dallas Cowboys team I know and love. I don't know if we can keep this up. The fact that we lost in our 16-1 season and we just got another Super Bowl right now is awesome. But we're going to lose a lot of talent this season, and we have no cap space. We might have to do some serious changing and rebuilding if we want to find ourselves back in the Super Bowl. Let's see just how bad the damage is. I kind of feel like a freak for talking down my program. We just got our second Super Bowl. That is amazing. Coach Doug Gimme Dome is back on the pedestal. We took a big loss. We took a year hiatus, but we had to remind everyone that we're still a dynasty, and we showed it right here. Big win. Although I think the true litmus test of a dynasty is 3. But dude, look at our defense. This is the defense I expect. Braden Pritchard, 99 overall, 81 yards in the Super Bowl, 43% completion. That's what I love to see. John Trey Queen wins another Super Bowl MVP. Drake May wins another MVP. So 2029, we're winners. 2030, we're losers. 2031, we're non-existent. And in 2032, we win it again. With negative 35 cap, we have to miss out on free agency again. Kicking off the 2033 season, we only have 2 years left. We've got 3 Super Bowl appearances and 2 rings under our belt. And the super hot receiving core is intact. That's 98 George Pickens, 99 Colston Loveland. CeeDee Lamb is officially retired, but we do have Taylor Douglas, our little speed demon. There are so very few original Cowboys remaining. George Pickens, Tyler Booker, Tyler Guyton. Defensively, oh wow, this team is evaporating fast. So Keldrick Folk, amazing. Donovan Azuaruiku's up to a 94. Caleb Downs, Denard Revel. There's literally only like 4 or 5 players that are OG Cowboys. We don't even have Aubrey anymore. I think Aubrey retired. One thing I will say is when you get this deep into rebuilds, free agency is absolutely insane. Look at free agency. Bashal Tutin's in here at an 89 overall with 95 speed, 95 excel. Now, granted, he's 31 years old, but this is a crazy running back just to be sitting in free agency. I'd love to pick him up, but I'm negative cap space. I can't pick anybody up in free agency. I think I have just enough space. I think literally the only pickup I can make is Andy Borregales because we need a kicker. Honestly, with how bad our cap space is right now, I kind of want to float out one of our really talented players that's on a huge contract. Like Keldrick Folk is not a bad cap hit. Neither is Demarius Payne. John Trey Queen, we have to have this cap hit. 52 mil. I mean, he's a 99 overall X-Factor quarterback. But 44 mil for Donovan Azuaruiku? He's a 94 overall. He doesn't even have abilities. Let's see if there's any offers I can surface for him. Yo, what? The Panthers would... What are you smoking? The Panthers would give me 96 overall T-Mac, a first, a fourth, and 2 sevenths. For my 29-year-old... Oh my God, dude, the edge rusher market is insane. There's only 2 teams that are making a single offer. And then it's the Steelers with Derek Harmon. This is a fucking fleece. I am taking that 100%. I can't believe that just happened. Dude, I need to do that trade finder thing more often because that's crazy. On rebuilds, I do try to stay away from trades, like relatively speaking, because sometimes the computer in this game is a genuine jackass and it feels unfair. Like you feel like you're like, this is a fleece. Are we kidding? Tedero McMillan picking up number 86. I like that. It's homage to CeeDee Lamb, who wore 88. T-Mac is an interesting wide receiver because he's really not that fast, but he's such a perfect complement to Taylor, who's our little speed demon. Doug Gimmedome is just a certified fleecer. It genuinely feels like we could run it back, especially with that acquisition. And as the 2033 season kicked off, the post-Super Bowl hangover continues to be an issue. A record of 6-11. I don't know what it is, but we win the Super Bowl and then we're just genuinely terrible. I know our schedule's harder, but we're a 95 overall. We just added Tedero and McMillan. This is one of our worst seasons in recent memory. We didn't even make the playoffs. I wish I could say it was close losses, but it wasn't. Look at this, dude. 38-16, 31-6. Got swept by the Giants. God, dude, look at this game. 44-7. Jaden Daniels is still going strong. They scored 44 points on us, and Jaden Daniels doesn't have a single touchdown. Jeremiah Love. Oh my God. Jeremiah Love put up 205 and 3 touchdowns on us. I mean, T-Mac was nice, I guess. There is kind of silver lining here. I mean, I have no salary cap, but because we were 6-11, we have a high pick for the first time in a long time. Not to mention we have Panthers next year first round pick as well. So next draft will be great too. I think with how good our roster is, it's definitely just best position available. unbelievable. Like, the best player we see, we take. Honestly, this is just such an elite name. I hope this kid is good. He's kind of short for a weak side linebacker, but Taylor Bautista, he can drop Batista bombs on people. Also, his physicals are fucking cracked. So even if this guy isn't hidden dev, I actually don't care. It really doesn't even matter. He's 109 in true value, which I do actually care about. That kind of sucks, but wow. Yeah, that's such a good linebacker. 89 speed, 91 excel, hidden def. That's all we need. I'm also going to take Alfonso Claxton out of Oregon State, who's number 11 in true value. Also, can I just complain for a second? This menu user interface looks like fucking shit. Why is there a pick going across my dude's face? Like, can I just take in the moment of Alfonso Claxton becoming a Dallas Cowboy? Also, that's crazy. Number 11 in true value, absolute unit, normal dev, bomber. Well, Colston Loveland is out of Michigan, and eventually we'll need to replace him. Go for Jeremiah Dunbar here in the 3rd round. Give me a B+ on that. Hidden dev. Hidden dev, 86 speed, 89 excel. The biggest issue is that we're always in cap hell. Ooh, and I think we got a lot of retirements this season too. Bautista was a 70. Claxton was a 77. And the CPU got me a 75 left guard in the 6th round. That's incredible. It's actually awesome. I think in future rebuilds, I might tinker with the draft class strength. All the draft class strength that we did today was on normal, but I think it'd be fun to mess around with it. Best player in the class was Adrian Vaughn, an absolute monster corner and a great wide receiver. I think we had a really good draft though. Claxton's in the top 10. Gentlemen, we took a huge overall regression this season. Huge. We went 6-11. The team took a big step down. We lost Tyler Guyton. Loveland is lower. George Pickens lost his X factor. Tedero McMillan. Oh my God. Oh my God. No wonder I got fleeced. Tedero McMillan was on his way out. Oh my God. That, or actually we couldn't afford to re-sign him. Shit. We may officially be in trouble. Gosh, this team is legitimately unrecognizable. Guys, look at this. Caleb Downs is so good that he can't be upgraded anymore. He has the skill points and the XP to be upgraded, but he's already a 99 in every single archetype of safety. Now, fun fact, you can actually change a player's position and still give them upgrades. So like I could change him to wide receiver and upgrade him, but I almost feel like my secondary is too good. Like I feel like this is total overkill to have 3 99s in your secondary. It's like I got to distribute my strengths elsewhere. This team is still really good. We should be able to make a run. I don't know what happened last season. Dude, I almost need to trade George Pickens. No, George Pickens is one of my last remaining Cowboys. I'm keeping him. I'm gonna look for a trade for Mike Denard. His cap hit is gigantic. I don't think we're gonna win it this year, and I've only got 1 season left after this. What would push us to the edge? Certainly not a right tackle. Certainly not a right guard. Sonny Styles? The Broncos would give up their defensive rookie of the year, Sonny Styles, and a first? Jeez. Browns would give up Jordan Tyson, a first, a second, a third, a fifth, and a 7th. Oh my God, the market for Mike Denard is insane. The Giants would give up 2 firsts and Malik Neighbors. Dude, we would be a bona fide God squad for eternity if I took this. We'd have 2 firsts. We have a first from the Panthers. These trades are insane. Oh, Jermod McCoy. This is who I was initially going to draft. 8 years ago, I was going to draft Jermod McCoy. And they want to give us 2 firsts. Pick 8 and pick 4. I don't know how they're doing the math on that, but the Packers would basically do okay, like this is insane. What is Madden's trade logic? Derek Lambert is 3 years younger, and they'd give me 2 firsts and 3 seconds. That's a fleece. But I don't even, I can't even oversee this team. My 10 years runs out, so none of these really help me. This would help me. 99 overall Byron Murphy. That would change things, potentially. Peter Woods. Dude, I'm gonna try this. I think Byron Murphy might be the biggest game changer. Honestly, after a 6-11 season, I feel like it was just smart to change something up. So, serious regression at the corner position. We just lost our 99 overall Mike Denard. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I think it'll more than be made up for by the 99 overall Byron Murphy, 6'1", 308 pounds. He is we're kind of in jeopardy of him retiring too, but look at how good this card is. Sorry, it's not card. This is an ultimate team. We're making some serious changes right now. Our season opener is against the Detroit Lions. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Listen, no one's gonna argue that the Cowboys fans haven't had it good, but it's just so weird. I mean, you get your hopes up, your team wins the Super Bowl, or you're gonna run it back, and then you just lay. Every time we win the Super Bowl, I just lay an egg. So let's see if I can switch that up. We got Manny Machado. Yo, we got Manny Machado and Taylor Bautista on this team. Anybody catch on to that? These are auto-generated. Also, it looks like Dave Canales is the head coach of the Detroit Lions now. That was certainly not Dan Campbell. Is there any recognizable players still on the Detroit Lions? That's kind of my question. We're to that level of depth that I don't recognize anybody. Literally anybody? Colton Cobb, Kevin Cole, Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell still A Detroit Lion. You got to respect that. Wow, it's just so weird seeing this team and not seeing Amon-Ra. Holy dot. It's so weird to not see Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams and all them. Oh my God, it's 14-0. Where's our sauce, gentlemen? Hey, we still got George Pickens. That is my only Cowboy. Holy shit. Maxwell Snyder. It's funny, when I play teams, I'm used to knowing like what are the threats and what should I be looking out for, but this team is so different, I don't know it anymore. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him with the classic though. Wow. It's actually really good coverage on that. He told me I'm just too little. Okay, if that guy's blitzing, then Loveland's open. Hell yeah. That is the best ability in the game, threat detector. Colston. Unhitch the trailer, kid. I should say that to the safety. How could that? I mean, I know Colston Loveland's pretty fast tight end, but how did he not catch me? Also, why did we go for 2? Or did we miss a PAT? I know I got Borregales, so... Okay, so there's Murphy, and there's Keldrick Folk. Got our big boys going ham down there. Dot. LaMichael Tate. That sounds like a Key and Peele name. This guy's name is LaMichael Tate. Either way, somehow they did not convert on that. There's some weird stuff going on in the sim in this game. 1st and 10. Let's ride. Play action. Ooh. John Trey Queen. That was a stupid juke. He's not that fast. Feels like he might have gotten slower, actually. I think he's lost a little bit of his sauce. That's how long we've had this kid for. He's got to be 29 now. Colston Loveland, once again. Be my GOAT. Carry my game, GOAT. Sorry if it feels like I have a different level of energy than I did previously. I just went and worked out for like an hour and a half, and I am dead. I'm unk, bro. Queen? Where's the play? John Trey Queen! You know, sometimes you just gotta live a little. Fumbled out at the 2, and we're gonna give this to Nick Barnett, who should pop this up over the top. Damn. Lamar Crosby. Ravens' worst nightmare. 3rd and goal, play action. They'll never see it coming. Unfortunately, they totally saw it coming. And we whiffed the throw, and then I got bailed out by a DPI. It's the greatest day of my life. That's gonna be 4th and 1. Sure. And it was Jermod McCoy. I could have made the trade for him. That's why I didn't make the trade. I wanted him to sell the game so that Barnett could get redemption. Oh my God. That D-tackle. Dude, this Snyder D-tackle is inhuman. I do not like that guy. They're running gaps all. Colston? Colston on the cheeky? I'm about to say, Colston, you can get your ass in the end zone before I freak out. Well, we went for 2 that time, and it totally worked. So that's good. 21-14. Dude, Doug, give me dome. It is not a cakewalk anymore in the National Football League, dude. We're going to have to earn it. Let's take the freebie check down to my boy Barnett. Oh my gosh, that's Brian Branch. Okay, so they still have a few true Detroit Lions. What about on defense? They got anybody else that I know? It's literally just Brian Branch. All right, Loveland. Give me something to work with. Oh my God, I fucking love you. Oh my God, he's gonna score on this. I love this man. Yo, ref. He's tickling my asshole after the play. That's a flag, or at least a thank you. It's something. 1st and 10. What do you got, Jared bum-ass Goff? You're not even Jared Goff. Oh. And he just showboated on me? Since when does the computer do all that shit? Yo, he just straight up dicked on my team, and then since when does the computer showboat on you? I can't believe that just happened. Straight up. All right, Douglas, good catch. This is a slug out, straight up. I hope we go for 2. I genuinely hope we go for 2. Oh my God, let's make a play. Do you believe? Oh, that would have been so nutty. Honestly, I just think, like, how do we not keep going to Loveland? Their defenses have been so exploited by this man. I don't even mind that. So long as he's got the angle even a little bit, I trust him. Okay, we know we're going for it on this 4th down. I might hand this off. Oh, double blitz. No one's on Phillips. Literally nobody. That's the best ability in the game. Threat detector, boys. If you can get threat detector or omniscient or any of those abilities where you can see blitzers on 3rd and 4th down, even in online head-to-head, it's insane. I mean, obviously I'm playing the computer here, but dude, don't sleep on the Madden computer. EA has been putting in hours to make the Madden computer smarter and better. Why they choose to spend their time on that? I really don't know, but they actually do. When I went to playtest this year, they were really talking up how much better they made their CPU AI at like picking up on your tendencies and stuff. You'll notice it every once in a while. Dude, it happened to me in that Dolphins game. They were reading me like a fucking book in that Dolphins game. They also read this like a book. Wow, good defense. 2nd and 10. I mean, I almost shouldn't score this quick, you know? I almost should use this clock. I'm going to play action here. I've got him. If it's a good ball. Pickens. The only true Cowboy left is, he's aura farming. That's fucking aura farming, straight up. He's just standing there menacingly. 28-28. Certified Hood Classic today. 1st and 10. Minute 29. Good defense, boys. 2nd and 9. Stay with me now. Come on, come on. Revel. What do you got? LaMichael Tate. Absolutely insane name. Also, you're wide open, and I don't like that. Oh, bigger hits. You know, I'm kind of surprised that we have never forced a fumble yet. We just have so many hard hitters back there between Caleb Downs and Demarius Payne. I kind of thought we were going to light somebody up by now. He goes with a... What the actual fuck? Just ran us all over. This number 39 Coleman for the Lions is no joke. We got to get back there. Can't let him do that again. Okay, so timeout. Let's hold them to a field goal and then win the game. Ooh. Are they really passing? No way they're really passing this early. They totally are. Wow, that's bold. And it paid off. He dropped it. Oh my God. Oh my God, he dropped it. That's so big. Going on Bautista. Gotta get home. Oh my God, got fried. Okay, though, the game's not over. I mean, they scored that fast. He should have gone down at the 1. I don't think the CPU AI knows to do that. We have 2 timeouts. I feel like we got to go for 2 if we get it, right? What are we thinking this coverage is? Just like a cover 3 drop or something? We have timeouts, so we got to just take the biggest pass we can. I like that. 20 piece out the gates, timeout. 19 seconds. Got to get in the end zone. Middle, high, low is nice. I love this play. Middle, high, low is nice. You really pretty much got to hit that post. And if we're not hitting that post, we got to check it down to Loveland. I'm taking the check down to Loveland because we should be able to get out of bounds here. 7 catches, 172 yards. I mean, there might be a soft spot in this zone on the right side, too. Maybe we can hit Loveland. Okay, let's just do this. Get up and out of bounds. Beautiful. Okay, so 3rd and 1, 10 seconds. 1 timeout remains. Let's get a chunk right here. Let's get a big chunk right here. There should be something. Yes, sir. Pickens. Easy. Get down, get down, get down. Damn. That took way too much time. I did not like how much time that took. Okay. Douglas on the corner route. Pickens to the end zone. I could get out of bounds for a final play, or I could take 2 end zone shots. It's pretty much all we got here. Let's see, let's see. Pickens! He's wide open! What are they doing? 35-35. And I think the Lions just turned it over. So if we score at all, it's ball game. Oh my goodness. Our first overtime game. This is just the first game of the regular season. This is not supposed to be like a barn bust. This is not the Super Bowl. Ever since we lost Mike, I mean, we're starting to feel the pain, to be honest. That's all this is. We're feeling the pain of the fact that I spent $70 million on Micah for 2 years. I got Micah when he was 30, and we got 2 seasons out of him for $35 million a season. And every other, I mean, huge contract that we shelled out for that Super Bowl run. Colston Loveland. That's got to be like a Dallas Cowboys record. I actually think we just broke a record with Colston Loveland. That is ball game. Just iced the game up 41-35. It's one of the best games I've ever had against the CPU. Kind of can't believe we did all that. So Queen had 386 and LaMichael Tate had 405. Colston Loveland had 8 receptions, 240 yards, and 4 touchdowns. I mean, that's gotta be a record, right? Apologies, I forgot to show you the 2033 season recap. Ty Simpson won NFL MVP and Super Bowl MVP on the Colts. Offensive Player of the Year was Jeremiah Love. I can't believe I missed this. My bad, you guys. So Tony Douglas has the Cowboys receiving yards rookie season record, as well as receptions. Single game records. Queen just got the single game Cowboys passing touchdowns record. Oh, we were just short. Miles Austin has 250. We were short by about 20 yards. Queen has single season passing yards and passing touchdowns. And CeeDee Lamb is dominating receiving yards career, even though he's done now. Touchdown catches is currently with George Pickens, who is still going very strong. Honestly, I'm impressed that we don't have more records, to be real. After that amazing win against the Lions, things went so poorly that I am a free agent. 2 years ago, I won the Super Bowl, and now I've been fired. It couldn't have been that bad, right? John Trey Queen still at 4,436. I'm wondering why I was so... Dude, my God, what? Ty Simpson, Indianapolis Colts, 5,500. I've never seen this. On Colts playbook? For what it's worth, worth, too, I never thought Ty Simpson was going to progress this well. I kind of disregarded him when he got drafted. He was like a 63 overall. This is crazy. I cannot believe you would fire me. I cannot believe that Doug Gimme Dome actually just got fired. I won 3 Super Bowls for this team in 9 years. That's crazy. I could go to the Bills, the Texans, and the Buccaneers, and you know, this video is supposed to be a 10-year rebuild of the Dallas Cowboys, so this doesn't feel right. The Buccaneers were 1-16. I'm going there. What does this team look like? Oh my God. Okay, well, we have an X-Factor wide receiver. Emeka Ibuka's still here, but he's an 86 overall. Donnell Hurts. This is Jalen Hurts' son. Wide receiver number 24. He's a 213-pound, 5'11 wide receiver. That's a unit. Doug Gimme Dome is in Tampa Bay now. I don't know how the hell this happened, straight up. But we roll with the punches. I've got Elijah Goldstein, definitely not a Jew. And then I have Dallas Turner. And we have Ben Morrison. There are so few players that are actual players that I recognize. All right, well, I'm pulling out all the stops, frankly. First, we go team schemes, and we're just gonna cheat this. Take me straight to, well, cheat's the wrong word. But you know what? If I'm doing one final year with Tampa Bay, I'm pulling out all the stops. Best offensive playbook, Atlanta Falcons. Shit is busted. Then all you gotta do is take the wide receiver that you want to pop off and put him at slot. That's gonna be Donnell Hurts since he's an X-Factor. Do you think it was my Donovan Ezeuruku and Mike Denard trade that got me canned? Because what nobody is considering is the fact that I loaded up multiple additional first-round picks to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm personally jaded that they fired us. Doug Gimme Dome is many things, but Doug Gimme Dome is not a quitter. And when Dallas walked away, I took Tampa Bay from 1-16 to 12-5. Actually blow me, Dallas. I bet your bum asses didn't even make it. Uh-oh, they made it. Oh my God, wait a minute. There's a universe where we would play Dallas. I got to get past New York, but if we get to past New York, there's a chance I play Dallas here. No way. If I win this game, it's so... Okay. The only way that this was possible was if the Niners upset the Cardinals, and they did. The 7-seed Niners upset the 2-seed Cardinals to face the 1-seed Commanders, which means that the 3 and the 5-seed face off here, which is us, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Dallas Cowboys. Holy shit, no way. I'm facing my own God squad in the divisional playoff. Oh, well, this is our Super Bowl. Fuck these guys. Spent all this time building this roster for them to cast me to the wayside. Take a look at our lineup. Duke winners. Donnell Hurts is up to a 97. Yes, sir. Roman Harrison, the 6'6" quarterback. Devontae Kendricks, the tight end. Dallas, there's so few legitimate players left on this team. By legitimate, I mean players that were initially in Madden. I mean, Emeka Ibuka's 32. He's washed as unk. He's got 3 kids and 4 baby mamas. Do the math. Yeah, you can't, idiot. You don't know ball like me, that's why. Divisional playoff, we got home field advantage. Ah, shit. All my great drafting is coming back to bite me, isn't it? Because now I gotta face off against Kendrick Falk and Caleb Downs and Raymond James Stadium. It's an overcast day in Tampa Bay, and you just know that the commissioner is eating this storyline up. The Dallas Cowboys hired Doug Gimme Dome, and over the course of 9 years, he brings them to 3 Super Bowls, wins 2, and after, you know, 1 lackluster season, they shit can him. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who were 1-16 in 2034, decide to give Gimme Dome a chance, and that leads us to the divisional playoffs, where we'll take on our former team. Holy shit, where I'm using Edwards. And that's a laser beam. Jontre Quinn is off to a very good start, and that is no bueno. I gotta say, I don't like this defense nearly as much as the one that I built. We've got exactly 2 people with abilities. Come on! You're a bum, Barnett, and I know it. I know it better than anybody. Nate Barnett. Well, maybe I got canned because I called everyone by the wrong first name. Yeah, run that fucking ball. You're gonna get blown up by Freeman. Come on now. Come on now. Yes, sir. Tampa Bay holds strong. Come on, Buccaneers. Been a Buccaneers fan my whole life. Never gave a shit about Dallas. That's a lie. Dallas is where my heart is. Kilgore. Come on now. No. Nate Barnett powers it in. 6-0. I don't like that. We're right back where we started. No. No. Don't let me get beat by my own God squad. No. Yes. Good play, Duke winners. That's our unit D tackle. I got to be like the Miami Dolphins. 2nd and goal. No idea what this could be. Got to make a play on the running back. That's who I'm manned up on with Blythe. And yes, sir, that's exactly what I'll do. What a tackle. 3rd and goal. That was a money play. So proud of that right there. Okay, the only thing I got to be able to do is stop the run in case it is one. 3rd and goal. Okay, Parrish is in the flat. Nothing easy. Oh my God, he's a god. And he goes to Colson Loveland. It's literally 14-0 against my former team. We can't let this happen. We got to win this. Donald Hurts and Devontae Kendricks. We've got a tight end and a wide receiver with superstar. Donald Hurts. Oh my God, they got home so fast. I didn't even have time to throw that thing. It's just a 4-man rush. Dude, look at how I'm so good. Tarheeb Still? How the fuck did they get Tarheeb Still? I'm such a good drafter. All these are my players. Fuck. For what it's worth, I'm well aware that I could have gotten myself back on my team. Oh, of course, I'm going to get hawked down by Keldrick Falk. Naturally. I did too good. Struggling with my success right now. 3rd and 12. You know, if anything, really, it's a testament to how good of a GM I am. And we're bagged, and it's 4th and 12, and it's a playoff game, so I kind of got to go for this. I mean, what's the difference maker here? I can't even throw the ball. They're getting to me so fast. I'm getting ass clapped. That's my fucking roster. That's my fucking roster you just did that to me with. Is Doug Gimme Dome a system coach? Well, you better go win it all, Dallas. They better go win it all. Oh my God. It is Dallas Cowboys versus the Indianapolis Colts. Colts looking for the back-to-back Super Bowl. Dallas looking for their 3rd in the last decade. No thanks to Doug fucking Gimme Dome. And we're going to watch it right here, right now. I don't know if I want them to win or to lose. Straight up. I actually don't know how I feel about this. Dallas Cowboys, Indianapolis Colts, both 12 and 5, both blue and white, and this is a Colts highlight. It's a dot down the middle. And no, oh my God, Ty Simpson, 420 yards, 4 touchdowns. And it's really no wonder that Dallas couldn't get it done because they don't have their superstar head coach, Doug Gimme Dome. It'll go down as one of the worst coach firings in NFL history, truly. Ty Simpson wins another Super Bowl MVP. Jeremiah Love wins another Offensive Player of the Year. So I don't know if we want to count this. I mean, the Cowboys now have 4 Super Bowl appearances, 2 wins. But so long as I was actually at the helm, in 2034, it was the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix winning the Super Bowl. In 33, it was Ty Simpson and the Colts. In 32, it was us, with John Trey Queen winning another Super Bowl MVP over the Pittsburgh Steelers. In 31, it was Drake May with the Raiders losing to Jeremiah Newell and the Minnesota Vikings. In 2030, this was our very tough loss to the Miami Dolphins and Cam Hart. In 2029, this was our dominant. This was our best season by far. We whooped ass in this playoff run. Pretty much nobody scored on us. This was definitely our best year as 29. In 28, it was the Browns over the Commanders. In 27, it was the Rams Jaguars. 26, it was Packers Raiders. And the 25 Super Bowl, they said, was the 49ers and the Chargers. Congratulations, Doug Gimme Dome. EA gives you this shitty little blurb no matter how goated of a coach you were, so don't feel bad about that. I got 2 Super Bowls under my belt. Now it's time to find somebody to Gimme Dome. I love you boys. Thanks for watching as always. This was such a sick rebuild. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.